Hi and welcome to episode number 14 of the Outcasts. Now this episode is just going to be like a mid-season review. I don't think I'm going to include a live commentary in this episode just because none of the matches around the time, because I wanted to do it round about where the winter break was. None of the matches are really interesting, so I don't think I'll waste your guys' time with a pointless live commentary in a match that doesn't really matter. But just talking about what's happened since last time. First of all, I'll go through the fixtures. So where are we at? The end of the last episode, I think was the Atletico match. I think that's where I left off. I can't remember too well. My memory is awful. But as you can see, we've played a good few matches since then, and we have actually picked up our first defeat in the league this season. That's only our second defeat altogether. We lost in the Champions League against Atletico, and then speaking of Atletico, we played them at home in the Champions League group stage and we drew 0-0. We've seen that on the live commentary where it pretty much guaranteed that we couldn't finish top of our group really unless something amazing happened in the final game. Then we played Stade Rennes at home, beat them 3-0. As you can see, it was a pretty tight match until the 90th minute. We were 1-0 up through a penalty from Hazard. We weren't playing well at all. But then as Stade Rennes were pushing forward, we managed to get 2 goals in added on time to make it a bit more comfortable. And the scoreline definitely flattered us for this match. We then played Anderlecht in the final game of the Champions League. We beat them 3-0. We had a good start. Lucas Moura getting 2 goals after 8 minutes. And then Matuidi after 30 minutes. Unfortunately, Atletico did win against Dynamo Kiev. So we do finish second in our group. And I'll get to who we faced in the Champions League in the first knockout round. But you can see it right here. We drew Juventus. I did the draw off camera just because it was sort of at an awkward date in the season. So I didn't want to record just the draw, then stop, and then fast forward to where I am now. So I just did it off camera and we got Juventus. So overall it's better than Barcelona than we got last year, but Juventus are really good on this game, so it still will be a tough tie, but I think we should do well and hopefully we can get through. So after Anderlecht we played Troyes, I can't pronounce it, and this match was horrible because Digne got sent off after 51 minutes. Although we weren't already in that match. We weren't even playing well. Ibra scored after 2 minutes. We always seem to start the matches quite well, and then the start of the second half they equalised. Then Digne got sent off, and we just basically counted for the rest of the match. But basically around this point, this is where I'm like trying to preserve my unbeaten record. And as you can see, going into the game against Dijon, once again we get a red card. This time it was after 4 minutes. So I was thinking, oh God, my unbeaten record in the league is definitely going now. We did take the lead through Arbeloa, strangely enough. And then they equalised after half time. Their constant pressure finally paid off. And then we played Nice in the French League Cup. Beat them 4-1. Bale, an own goal. Pogba and Ibra getting the goals for us. Mendy getting 1 goal back for Nice. Pretty dominant performance there. We then went and played Guingamp. This was like a bog standard home match. We got 2 early goals. I would describe those as, and it basically meant we were in control for the rest of the match. We didn't really push too far forward because I'm managing my fitness because a lot of my players are struggling with fitness, so I have to rotate my team quite well. So I did that. I think I made 3 changes at half time in this match so that I could just rest some players. Now this match against Toulouse, which I need to talk about, I did put screenshots of this on Twitter, so if you've seen that, it might have already been spoiled. But we lost 1-0, and they had 9 men. I know it's crazy. Adu got sent off after 30 minutes, Ninkev after 71, and then they got a penalty in added on time and scored it to win the game. I will actually get into this, so it might take a while to load up because I've just loaded up FM and sometimes it takes a while. But it's just one of those matches. You'll see the stats, and like you might argue that you've been FM'd here, but to be honest, we didn't really play that well in this match. The reason, what happened towards the end of the match. In fact, I'll show you in my tactics screen in a second the formation that I finished this match with, because we were pushing forward and I took a risk and it didn't work. But as you can see, we had 23 shots, 11 on target. I think I checked, and I think only 5 of those were long shots. Yeah, only 5 long shots, but at the same time, only 1 clear-cut chance. Their clear-cut chance was obviously the penalty as well. But we didn't really do too well now. We got a good, high average rate. We just couldn't break them down. When they had 10 men, they just sat right behind the ball. And when they had 9 men, they were even further behind the ball. But I'll show you, I need to go into my tactics. I'll show you how I finished this match. because the way I did it, I don't know. Some of you guys might like how I think tactically. I'm not a perfect tactician in Football Manager, but what I did, the formation that I finished the match with was something like this. It was this. This is the formation that I finished the match with. We want an overload, pump ball into the box. Rabiot, imagine Rabiot's Ibrahimovic. Thiago Silva was up front. It happens in real football. You can move a centre back up front, and I've never tried it in Football Manager before. So I tried putting Thiago Silva up front. I think I put him as a target man, and it didn't really pay off. So I probably will never try doing that again. We had a Hazard and Bale there. In fact, I'm pretty sure Pogba was up here as well. So you might say there was like too many people there. Yeah, I think that's exactly how I finished the match. But look at this defence. Aurier can play centre back a bit. That was why I put him there. But then basically they counted on us, and I think it was Pogba that actually gave away the penalty and added on time. So that was a bit unfortunate for us. And then I think there's just one more match for me to talk about. It's the match I've just played. It wasn't really too great against a team that I can't pronounce in the French Cup. Pretty comfortable. They got a late goal just as I was just playing around, really. I didn't really have to think too much about this game. But Bale, Verratti and Hazard getting the goals. But the good thing about these matches is I think it was these two draws. Saint Etienne, who are probably going to be our title contenders this season, they're also unbeaten. At this point, they were unbeaten. They drew both matches here as well. And then I think they lost in the same round of matches when we played Guingamp. And then they lost the same time we played Toulouse as well. So actually, if I go into my competitions, you'll see both of us have lost our unbeaten records. But Saint Etienne have lost 2 matches and we're now 3 points clear. Let me get the good version of the league up. Yeah, as you can see, Saint Etienne, like I said, they haven't won in 5 matches now, and we haven't been on great form ourselves. We won 2 out of the last 5 matches. Look at Rennes, they're on great form. But I'm hoping now this is the point where we can start to push away. We've only conceded 9 goals in the league. A lot of those goals are when we've had 10 men as well, so I'm not really too downhearted about that. But we've still scored the most goals in the league. We are drawing a lot of matches, but that was just me in the early part of the season where I was trying to preserve my unbeaten record. So like, if I was drawing away from home, I'd be like, yeah, I'll just take the draw, but we're still unbeaten, rather than pushing forward and trying to get the winner. But now that my unbeaten record is gone, I'll probably take a bit more risk. I'll be more risky away from home and try and get the wins rather than the draws, so we can pull ahead a bit more. Talking about my team, what I need to keep you guys informed about is the players with the highest average ratings. Now, this team is just ridiculous. So I'll talk about who's the best. As you can see, it's Eden Hazard with 8.15 average rating this season. So he would be the best attacker. The attackers is between like Hazard, Bale, Aguero, Ibra, Lucas, Cavani, those sort of players. And so Eden Hazard's there. Just like last season, it looks like it's going to be Aurier who will be put into the randomizer. I wouldn't be too bothered if I lost him this time, although Kazao is actually doing well as well, so it could be between either of those two. Really, there's like 0.01 difference between them, 0.009 difference between them. Midfield, it looks like it is going to be Paul Pogba, although he's played good, don't get me wrong, but he hasn't done excellently for us this season, so he might be put into the randomizer as well. So if this season ended right now, it'd be Hazard, Aurier and Pogba put into the hat, and I'd lose one of those players. Talking about Di Maria, he's actually wanted. I think it's Man City that are after him now, and Real Madrid have got minor interest. I have got a screenshot on my Twitter of the day that I announced Di Maria as an outcast, just because I want to keep track of his value. It is 21.5 right now, and I'm pretty sure it was about 40 million at the start of the season, so it's like cut in half already. As you can see, he hasn't played a single match for us. He's played internationally, but basically it'll be a matter of time till he's dropped by the international team just because he's not playing. So I'm not really too bothered about that. Going into my team, like there's a lot of players that are supporting the team. It's a mixture between Thiago Motta and Di Maria for like not playing, where I've told them they're not playing. But the new signings, I think I might have already actually talked about this. Where like the new signings, like I think Bale is one of them. No, Aguero maybe. I can't find them, but there was some players that were like against the teammate and they were happy that happy with my. Hazard's one of them. Hazard is my best player so far this season, so I'm happy that he's against the teammate and he's happy with my treatment of them. But just going to Hazard for a second actually, because he has been my standout player for us this season. Playing as attacking midfield left, in 25 matches, he's scored 20 goals, 6 of them are penalties, 7 assists, 12 Player of the Match awards, 8.15. He's actually got an 8.228 in the league with like 17 goals in 19 games. He's just phenomenal up front. Like, replacing Di Maria. So Di Maria last season, he had about 15 goals and 36 assists altogether, where it looks like Eden Hazard's more than capable of like meeting that standard of football, so it's good for us. And then obviously we're strength on the right with Bale as well. So overall we're doing all right in the league. As I said, we've got Juventus coming up in the Champions League. I'll go into my fixtures and we'll sort out when the next episode will be. In fact, what I will do is I'll do a double live commentary for this one. So what I'll do is I'll simulate up to the first leg, talk to you about the games that have happened since, do the first leg, cut away from the camera, play the other matches, then tell you what happened in those matches, and then I'll live com the second leg. So the next episode will be a long one, but I reckon it'll be like action packed. I might try and like edit down the matches, but both Juventus matches, just so it just shows like the key highlights to keep the video like as short as I can. It's like a new editing style that I kind of want to get into really. But I think that's about it for me to talk about. There's not really too much. I'll let you gaze at my awesome formation that lost me my unbeaten record in the league. And I just want to say, like, thanks for subscribing to my channel. At this point of recording, I have 130 subscribers, and that's basically been done in like maybe 3 weeks. Well, just sort of it's almost 4 weeks now. Actually, the 1st of January is when I uploaded my first video. So thanks for the support, and if like leave a like on the video. Like all my videos seem to get like consistent views, which is really good, and even growing as well. So that's something that I really enjoy as well. So if you know anybody that likes Football Manager, or if you know someone that used to watch my old videos when I had 100 subscribers, 1,000 subscribers on my old channel, let them know that I'm making videos. Like not a lot of people know that I'm back making YouTube videos, so I'd appreciate if you could like retweet me on Twitter or something, or tell your friends, just get the word out. So that's pretty much all from me. Enough of me begging. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time where we're going to have the double live commentary against Juventus. Bye.